But people who were at the front line, the grassroots, were mostly women. But in order for men to believe that we are the ones doing the work, we almost have to convince them. So I have been faced with the imposter syndrome, and in many cases, even been excluded. Often, there was a time I was a trustee and I went to attend a meeting for the organization for which I was the trustee. And because I'd gone early, I sat in the reception and I was waiting to be taken to a room where the meeting was taking place. And the receptionist was a man. And he came over and there was another man sitting with me, but that man had nothing to do with the meeting. So the receptionist came into the room and went over to the man and he said, "Sir, we're ready to take you up to the room. If you have," and then he said, "Oh, are you here for the meeting?" So obviously I sat down, I didn't say nothing, and in fact referred to the man as Mr. Demonikeni. So, and I thought, okay, maybe he might just have called the name the wrong person or my name the wrong person. And then he came back and he says, "Oh, Mr. Demonikeni, can I get you a tea, coffee?" And I was still sitting there. And the guy literally now had to say to him, "Excuse me, I'm not Mr. Demonikeni." He said something along the lines, "I'm Mr. Smith or something." And then I says, "I am Mr. Demonikeni. And you should see his face. His face changed." And I said, "I'm the trustee." And he says, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And he didn't say ma'am or anything. He says, "I'm so sorry. I can take you up into the room." I said, I know where the room is. I'll go for myself. And so we seek the support constantly of our network and letting people know when we're going places, is making sure, because I always say I'm a member of a tiny group of freelancers that in fact we call ourselves we're more than money. It's not always about the money that you're paying us. We also want you to acknowledge that we are women leaders. We are leaders in the work that we do. We are leaders in the voice that we represent, because I'm not just representing myself as a female, but I'm representing myself as a female, an entrepreneur, a businesswoman, an advocate, a human rights activist, in wherever I find myself. So empowering women is crucial, which is why I always say to leaders, and in fact, some years ago, the UN had to coin up a phrase, the he for she, because we said to the UN, advocates like myself, it is important because we need men in women empowerment spaces.